Hi, it's Chris. Today's workout is a complete upper body blaster. The format is going to be 1 minute on of work and 15 seconds of rest. You won't need any equipment for this workout. All you'll need is a chair or a bench, or you could even use a set of stairs or a bed, just something that you can use for dips, and a small towel if you have one handy. If you like this video, please consider giving me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel, and feel free to leave any comments below. Especially let me know if there's any other videos that you'd like for me to make. I'd be glad to do them. Enjoy the workout. The first move we're going to do today is arm circles. These are great for your shoulders. They will work your shoulders and strengthen them, but they also will serve to warm them up. So it's great to do at the beginning of your workout. And they're harder than they actually look after you do them for a minute. We're going to start by going forward, and we're going to switch to going backward halfway through. Try to keep your arms at shoulder height, not too high and not too low. That's the hardest part, is trying to keep them up. All right, switch and go make backward circles now. All right, you can take a 15-second break and shake out your arms right now. I kind of forgot to do that. I went right into the next exercise. But the next exercise is going to be arm pushbacks. So you want your palms facing forward, and you want to keep your arms at shoulder height, and you want to squeeze your arms back. So you don't want to bring your arms too far forward. You mostly want to bring your arms back. You want to feel the squeeze in your back, like kind of squeeze your shoulder blades together, and you will feel this in your back, and you will feel this in your shoulders. Again, this is a great strengthener, but it's also a great warm-up exercise to do. And while you're doing these, it's a great time to focus on sucking your stomach in. You can think about squeezing your glutes, because why not? What else is there to do? Okay, take a 15-second break and shake your arms out, and we're going to find our chair or bench or couch that we're going to be using, because our next exercise is going to be tricep dips. So you can either do these with your legs straight, or you can bend your knees and do them bent. It's a little easier to do them with your legs bent. But either way, straight or bent, you want your back to be scraping against the back of the chair. You can even lift your one leg up at a time if you want. When you do these, you want to think about pressing your shoulders down. You don't want to scrunch your shoulders up to your ears. And you want your triceps to kind of be facing the back of the chair. You don't want them going out to the side of the chair. Do as many as you can, shake it out, and go right back into it if you can't complete the full minute. Okay, take a 15-second break, shake out those triceps. Our next exercise, we're actually going to also work triceps. It's going to be a kickback. If you have light weights, you can use them during this exercise. But honestly, if you squeeze the back of your arms when your arms are in that up position, you will feel this without any weight. Just get a really good contraction at the very top. And as you can see, I am not moving the top of my arm. The only thing I'm moving is my lower arms. So I want to keep my upper arms nice and stationary and just move my lower arms and really get a good squeeze at the top. Okay, shake it out for 15 seconds. And our next exercise we're going to do in a plank position. So go down into your plank position and we're going to do bicep curls. So you're going to curl your arm in and alternate side to side. Try to keep your body stationary so you're also working your abs a little bit at the same time. If you need to go down to your knees to make it a little easier, you can. That is perfectly fine. What I want you to focus on is your biceps. Now, if you just go through the motion and kind of throw your arm around, you're not going to feel this in your bicep. It's not going to work. You have to actively contract your bicep. Give it a really good squeeze like you're flexing your muscles. Take a 15-second break and grab your towel. Our next exercise is also going to be for biceps. You're going to grasp onto the towel about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit closer, and you're going to do bicep curls. If you don't have a towel, you can do this without the towel, but if you try to focus on pulling the towel apart while you're bringing it up, that just works your biceps a little bit more. So you want your arms kind of tucked into your sides when you're doing these. You don't want your upper arm flailing around. And again, this is like the last bicep exercise where if you don't get that good squeeze every single time, it's not going to work. You really need to actively flex your bicep muscles for this exercise to work. Okay, take a 15-second break and shake out your biceps. Our next exercise is going to be for chest. So you're going to put the palms of your hands together and you're going to squeeze your arms out and in. Now I want you to push your two palms together as tight as you can. Just doing that, you should feel your chest muscles contract. And then I want you to bring your arms out and in, all the while keeping your hands pushed together as tight as they can go. All right, shake your arms out. We're going to take a 15-second break, and our next exercise is going to be push-ups. So you can either do standard push-ups on your feet, or you can go down to your knees. That doesn't matter. When you're doing these, you want to kind of push your arms, your elbows back against your sides. Keep your body nice and straight. If you find that when you do a push-up that your body sags, either sags down or your butt sticks up, you're better off just going onto your knees and doing them until you can gain better form. while doing these. If you find even push-ups on your knees challenging, you can do them against a wall. Just stand a few feet away from the wall and do them there. That is a good way to build up your strength so that you can eventually go and do regular push-ups. All right, our next exercise is one of my favorites. It's Superman's. So we're gonna lay on our stomach, our arms are gonna come out to the sides and they're gonna kind of be bent. So you wanna squeeze your back together and then relax. You can either do these with your feet on the ground or your feet off the ground. It's a little harder with your feet off the ground because you're also working your lower back while you're working your upper back. But that doesn't matter, that's totally up to you. What I mostly want you to focus on is getting a squeeze in your upper back. Think about like a pencil or a piece of paper there and you're just squeezing it together, okay? I want your head to be in kind of a neutral position. I don't want your head to be sticking up too far or sticking down too far. Just kind of keep it comfortable for your neck so that you don't put any strain on your neck. Okay, take a 15-second break and we're gonna get into our plank position again. We're gonna do plank rows. So we're gonna row one arm up and squeeze that back. I'm gonna show you from the front position. Squeeze your back one arm at a time. And you can also choose to do these on your knees if you find that being in a plank position is too hard. Again, what I want you to focus on is squeezing your back one arm at a time. Get a really good squeeze along the side of your back. Okay, shake it out for 15 seconds. Our next exercise is going to also be for our back. What I want you to do is stand with your shoulders and your elbows and your wrists and your heels all against the wall. Now, if it's hard for you to put your heels against the wall, you can step your feet out just slightly until you find that it's comfortable. It's definitely harder with your heels right up against the wall. This is one of those exercises that looks so much easier than it really is. Once you do this, you will realize that this exercise is very challenging. You're just pushing your arms up and down, and you will definitely feel this in your shoulders and in your back. All right, shake those arms out, 15 seconds. Our next exercise, we're gonna lie on our stomach and we're gonna do overhead presses while lying on your stomach. Again, this is like those Supermans where you can either keep your feet on the ground or lift them up. If you lift them up, it's gonna work your lower back as well. But either way, you're actually working your lower back. It's just if your legs are off the ground, it's working a little bit more. What I want you to focus on is your shoulders. So squeeze your shoulders up and squeeze them down. Again, you want your head in a neutral position so that you're not putting any strain on your neck. All right, 15-second break. We're going to do our last exercise, and that's going to be plank punches. So you want to go into your plank and punch your arms out in front of you. You can do your plank on your knees if you find that you need to, or you can do your plank on your toes. Try not to rock back and forth too much when you're doing this exercise. Focus on your shoulders. So your shoulder that is stabilizing you, your one that's down, is going to be working by stabilizing you, and the other one is going to be working by pushing forward over your head. Great job, you did it. You're done.